Yo,
Yo,
how you doing?
yo, yo.
Yo ho
What's
ho.
going on?
Oh man,
Oh, who's in there? Oh, you're in there. Look at that.
I am in here. Yeah.
Mega Void, Cassie. Metal, what's up? What's up? What's going on?
What's up, guys?
Uh, not sure I'm drunk enough. Kind of early over here. It's all good. It's all good. You got time.
Oh
This
yeah.
is the perfect place to do it. Perfect place to do it.
I want to share this
Uh,
with you real quick, though. Speaking of being drunk, I'm not drunk, trust me. But I do have a special beverage that is not a special beverage for the actual podcast. Abby
okay.
Abby made this for me for my stream. I still have a little bit left. A mudslide, which used to be all icy and like stuff like that. It's do you know what a mudslide is?
No, I don't.
Me either. It's like rum. It's basically like it tastes like a chocolate milkshake, but
Damn, so what's
there's
up?
rum in it.
Ari, what's up? The chocolate
So
milkshake that
yeah,
has rum in it?
yeah.
Ooh, that kind of sounds delicious.
Mhm.
I haven't drank anything besides like I mean, I guess I drink a little bit of stuff here and there, but like anything like I haven't had rum in a long time. I feel like the last time I had rum was like before the pandemic.
Yeah. I'm either
I never have rum. I just get rum when I'm places, and I just
yeah.
haven't really been anywhere.
I get beer or I get meals. That's what I do.
Yeah. All right. Well, man, I was gonna wait till some people rolled in here, but I guess I'll just tell everybody what's going on.
Nobody's coming.
Yeah, we'll give it another minute. We'll give it another minute before we talk about these. But we're giving these away. These have been sitting here forever. Uh, I'm giving them away tonight. This is how it's gonna go. So I'll explain this one more time right before we actually start the podcast here. But there's going to be a question. I am going to ask the question after the podcast. So at the end of this stream, before we get off here, I will ask a question. The question will be something to do with something that happens in the podcast. So to know the answer of the question, you're going to have to make sure you're here and paying attention because the answer will be in the podcast. It will not be anything difficult, but what are those? They are Sanrio Animal Crossing amiibo cards. So that's how we're going to do it. I have a way that I'm going to be able to pick one person fairly and let them have a chance to answer, and then if they don't get it right, the next person who wants to be picked will be picked. So we'll go with it like that. So it should be cool. It should be fun. Um, quickly before we start, I feel like this is so weird because I haven't streamed on YouTube in like since the last podcast. It's literally
Yeah.
been since the last podcast since I've streamed on YouTube.
Hi, YouTube.
Yeah, what's up, YouTube? All right. There's Brett. What's up, man? What's going on?
Yo.
Late night crew. What's up? Late night crew in the house.
I'm a working man now. I can't be bothered with
I know, man.
staying
We
up
were
late.
missing you last night. We had a good time. We had a good time, man. Watching that was really fun. I wish that didn't come out so late. If we could all just hold off until like now after the podcast to watch that together, like that was a lot of fun. Have you watched it yet?
Which watch what?
The new Bad Batch.
We did watch it. Yeah, that was a good one.
Maybe we'll watch it again after the stream because it was good. The way I had it set up, I figured out the sound issue. Remember we were having the sound issue? We couldn't hear it.
Mm-hmm.
If I put it on this screen here, and instead of mirroring uh, a tab, the actual screen, mirror the
Yeah,
actual screen, the
yeah.
sound works.
Huh.
Yeah. All right. Anyway, we're going to go ahead and get started here, guys. One more time, just in case there's anybody who was not here when I said this the first time. We're giving away these Animal Crossing Sanrio amiibo cards. To win them, I will ask a question at the end of the stream. Once we stop the podcast portion of the stream and go back to talking to you guys, I will ask a question. it will have to do with something that happened in the podcast. It's not going to be difficult. It's going to be very easy. So make sure you're paying attention. Also, before we get started, we only have a few topics tonight, but if you guys would like to weigh in on the topics, you guys know we don't really pay too much attention to chat during the podcast. But if you do have something you want us to say, you can leave it at any time with a super chat, and obviously that's going to get our attention there. If it has to do with what we're talking about, we will definitely read it. If not, if you don't have money for a super chat, also fine. Just wait to the end. We'll get to all the questions and comments after that. But other than that, man, let's get it going.
All right.
I'm ready. Oh, wait, before we start, let's take some bets. Will Geeb mess the intro up, or will he get it? Oh, place your bets.
Place your bets.
Okay, let me do something too really fast just before we get this going 100% here. I want to sorry.
You good?
There it is. There it is. Okay, I just want to give myself a little bit of music, a little background music.
Okay, fancy boy.
I like it. I did it last week too. I like it. It's just
yeah,
background music in my head.
No, I kind of like it too, but yeah, okay.
Nice.
All right, here we go.
All right, I'm ready.
Hey guys, welcome everyone to episode 8 of the Drip and Geeb podcast. I'm your host, Uncle Geeb, and with me is your host, Drip Media Gaming. We are currently recording this podcast live over on youtube.com/Drip Media Gaming. If you want to check out the live stream of this podcast, make sure to head over to his YouTube channel every Friday at 9:30 Eastern Time. If you want to listen to the audio version of this podcast, make sure to search Drip and Geeb anywhere you can find a podcast, including our YouTube channel. And with that being said, what's up, Drip? How you doing?
Dude, I'm having a good week. I'm having a very good week. Lots of things going on, lots of productive things. Completely changed the video style of the channel.
Yeah.
I mean, not for good. I mean, the stuff that I do is not going away. But yeah, I'm really happy with that. I've had a pretty good week, man. I've had a pretty good week. I've been working on that all week. Other stuff's going on too. We'll get into all that.
Yeah.
But what about you? How was your week? I know you've had a very different week than normal, haven't you?
Yeah. Well, I mean, normal in the past year, it's been.
Well, yeah. I don't know if you can call that normal, but yeah.
Yeah.
Whatever this last
it's
year
more.
was. Yeah.
It's more like I've finally gotten back to like normalcy, and the past year, which is the year and a half, really, which that was the weird part, and now it's getting back into normal. But it is weird transitioning. Like I was just thinking as I'm getting up this morning, I'm like, I'm getting up to going. I'm going to work in the morning.
Yeah.
Like I'm doing this thing again where I have a job. It's weird. And that's what I've been doing this week. I have a job, a part-time job working for maintenance, which is nothing crazy, but it's as I like to say now, it's like my side hustle, even though it's where my bulk of my money's coming in, but it's still, that's the side hustle, right? What we're doing here is like the main focus. And I have put that off to the side this week. I have not streamed at all. I haven't streamed, and I did stream earlier today, but I did not stream until last Wednesday is the last time I streamed. So yeah, I mean, the schedule was rough, like getting back into the groove and like trying to bring in the stream. I was just tired, I was just physically tired.
Dude,
so.
I can definitely understand that. You know what? And I was thinking about this when you told me that. I thought of this. It's kind of the same thing, but not. When I take my kids to Disney World, okay, the first like 2 days, it's like they're miserable. Like they're so tired and they can't do anything. But then it's like it's always that third day. Everybody's kind of got in the groove of like getting up real early, being out in the hot sun all day, walking, doing all this stuff, go. Yep. And by the third day, everybody's like, bam, 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 Mickey Mouse. Oh, going here, going there, bam, bam, bam. You know what I mean?
Oh, exactly. I went through the same exact thing. Like today was the 4th day. Actually, yesterday I was feeling okay. I could have streamed yesterday if I needed to, but today was definitely that day for me. It was like, okay, like clearly because I worked my normal shift like I did, but then I went home, ate a little bit, showered, streamed for an hour and a half, 45, whatever, and then now we're here again. I have not stopped pretty much all day. So I mean,
Nice.
but
I like
I
that,
feel good
man.
though. I feel good. So like this is a good thing. Like I can get used to this schedule.
Yeah, that was me yesterday. Oh my god, my day yesterday was so insane. I talked about this last night over on Twitch. Um, I shot. Well, I finished editing the video that went up today, and obviously, live chat. If you haven't seen it, go watch it. I put a lot of time into that. It didn't turn out as good as I wanted it to, but we'll get back to where it needs to be. It's fine. And podcast listeners, if you haven't watched it, make sure you go watch it too.
Link below
Um,
in your podcasting app.
yes, yes. But I finished editing that and finally was like, all right, you know what? I have to stop editing. Like, it's never gonna be perfect. Like, just stop. This is good enough. Just put it up. Stop it. So I did that all morning, and then I went to shoot a farm, which was cool. But it was in a no-fly zone, so I had all these issues with my drone, and then I had to go. DJ, they just give you all the stuff. If you are signed in, they're like, yeah, if we have your email address, like we'll just ask you not to do it, and you just click that you won't, and then we'll just unlock it and you can do it.
That's
How is that
wild.
allowed?
That is
How is that
wild.
allowed? It's
The,
so weird.
and in the rules, and I mean,
I mean, yeah, they're covering their own, their own tail,
I guess they
but
are.
it's like, I was like, yeah, sure, I'm not gonna fly it. Like, clearly, I'm here trying to fly it. What are you talking about?
Yeah.
And then I went to see Black Widow right after that,
Yeah.
which was awesome. And then,
Yeah.
I found Bush Apple last night, which was amazing.
Hey.
Finally found some Bush Apple. I wasn't happy about the way I found it. I had to go buy it from a bar, 6-pack to go, bar prices. So it was like $2.50 a can.
That's
Yeah,
not. Yeah.
it's not good. I'm not doing that again. Yeah. You asked me earlier if I was gonna have Bush Apple tonight, and I was like, no, I'm not paying that again. I'll wait till they get it in the stores.
Yeah.
It'll be here. It'll be here next week. It should be here next week.
Cool.
Uh,
Is that going to be? I have a question for you. Is that going to be a regional thing? Can I get that? Can I get that?
You should. Yeah, you should be able to get it.
Okay, because I will
It's
if I
it's
can.
weird, man. Like, it's so hard to find. It was really hard to find last year. It was really hard to find. I don't know what the deal was. It was really hard to find. They said there's going to be more of it this year.
Okay.
I don't know. I'll let you know when it's around here. You should have it around there before I have it. It seems like
I hope so. I'm gonna
you're in
get
a
some.
way more populated area than I am.
I mean, I guess I don't know what the. I mean, I'm not in Chicago. I mean, that's what I like to say. But I mean, I'm
Right,
like,
but you're close. You're way closer to a city like that than I am to any other city. Closest one to
that
me
is true.
Pittsburgh,
That is true.
and it's like an hour and a half from here.
Well, I mean, that's actually not too far from Chicago. I mean, it's about an
Oh, well then,
hour
yeah.
and
Hey, man,
15 from here.
I'm in Pittsburgh then. I'm in Pittsburgh.
Yeah.
No, but I don't know. You guys should be getting it soon too. Then, yeah, stream last night. It was a good time. We did some just chatting last night, which was really nice. Gonna start doing that a little bit more. But yeah, good week.
on
Good
Twitch.
week.
You did that on Twitch, right?
Yes, on Twitch. Yeah, I've been streaming a lot over. I kind of just like streaming over on Twitch a little bit better. Like, I want to keep the podcast on YouTube for sure because I just want to keep it here for now. But I like streaming over there. The noises, the stuff. I like it.
Yeah.
It's fun.
If you haven't been to a Twitch stream, either of Drips or mine, they're lots of fun. My phone is not muted. Now we're gonna do that.
All right. So I mean, that's cool. You got a job.
Yep.
I have been. I've been doing other stuff besides this a lot this week too. Like going out in some of the video. I've shot a bunch of houses.
I want to explain. It's less about the job, like what you guys need to know about. It's less about the job and more about Geeb now has money.
Yeah.
So
Geeb
Geeb can eventually do things like maybe get a real PC.
That'd be great.
And like other things. So yeah,
definitely need that going.
That's
sure.
how this is the benefit for me getting a job is you guys get more things.
Well, I do want to get into this because I opened this before we started and it's almost gone. I want to get into the beer of the week because I have
the beverage of the week. We're rebranding a little bit.
Beer of the week. It's beverage of the week because Geeb keeps not participating. He's like,
sorry,
I forgot to get it. I'm like, dude, this is an intricate part of the podcast. This is a big deal.
Yeah,
I just think it's. I think it's fun. I just think it's fun to have.
No, I agree.
I did find one. I found one today that is very interesting. So interesting, in fact, that I had to get a glass because we have to pour this into a glass to look at it.
Ooh, okay, okay.
I don't know if it's going to be what it says it is. We could have some false advertising here, but I did get a glass. I have it. Go ahead and tell them what yours is. Your non-participating double drink.
It's another mule. I guess I guess that's boring. I mean, some people will die for a mule right now. I'm sure.
I mean,
but I mean,
it's not terrible. I'm not saying it's bad.
yeah, it's good. Another Moscow mule, and it's good. I definitely threw it together last second. I mean, I did mention quickly on the stream before we went live for the recording the podcast. I do have this mudslide beverage, that mixed drink that Abby made me, which is basically like
Now that is what you could have had. That would have been nice.
It's just like yeah. I mean, it would have been more interesting. I agree, and it would have been different than last week. I just like my mules better, and it just tastes like a milkshake, chocolate milkshake, that's not as good as a normal chocolate milkshake with some alcohol, which it's okay. It's made with ice. She said she could have made it with ice cream, and that would have,
dude, that would have changed the game.
Yes.
Right there.
And I didn't.
A whole different story right there.
And she asked me, "Do you want it with ice cream?" I'm like, "Oh no, just do it with ice," because I didn't know what it was. She just said mudslide. You want a mudslide? You want it with ice or ice cream? I'm like, I don't want ice cream. Ice is fine. And yeah, it turns out it probably would have been a lot better with ice cream.
Turns out you actually wanted the ice cream.
Yeah. Anyway,
Definitely.
Let's get to the eagerly awaited beverage of the week for you.
You just wait. You just wait.
Okay, I'm waiting.
All right. I found this. A friend told me about this earlier today, and I was like, that sounds crazy. I was like, where'd you get it? It's over at the Gucci Kroger.
Gucci.
Got to go across town to the Gucci Kroger.
Gucci.
The big one. We have 5 in our town, but there's one that's like, the size of 2 Walmarts put together for some reason. It's got a bunch of stuff. It's got a bar in it. So.
Okay. Kroger.
Yeah. Yeah, I see you, Kroger, out here with the bar. Anyway, so it's from Duclaw Brewing Company in Baltimore.
Oh, Baltimore. I got family in Baltimore.
It's called Sour Me Unicorn Farts. Okay? So.
Oh, it's great.
Okay, it gets better. It gets better. This is a glittered, yes, you heard me correctly, glittered sour ale, okay? This is ale brewed with fruity cereal and edible glitter.
Wow.
That's why we have to have the glass, because I want to see if there's actually glitter in this beer.
Wow.
Right?
Wow. I mean, I now understand how important the glass was.
Yeah, so, like if I just drink it, like we're not gonna know.
Yeah, I taste that glitter. And those of you on the audio version, of course, just go back and scrub through the video version and check out the image. The video of this beverage being poured into this glass, because oh my god.
Dude, there's glitter in it, I can see it.
Do it, pour it, let's see it.
Okay. Oh my god. I want to make sure the light's good so you guys can see it.
It's fine. Okay, right at the moment, from my angle, which is small.
I don't see it.
It looks like a normal beer. I think I see speckles in there. Hard to see. I have a small view.
Sitting on top. Now I don't.
Oh, is this like the biggest disappointment of 2021? Besides the Switch Pro not being announced? Oh, getting ahead of ourselves.
Oh, ding!
Dang!
Oh, yeah, we're going to get to that. Okay. What was I seeing floating on top? Now I'm kind of concerned.
Is there mold in there?
Maybe it was just like some bubbles that were sitting like under the surface slightly, and I thought it was.
So you have the best view of this. Can you see anything that's discernible that's different than a normal beer? Can you tell? Because my angle, I can't really tell.
No, it looks like a beer. I haven't even smelled it yet. Oh my god, it smells like Fruit Loops, like straight up.
I mean,
straight up like Fruit Loops.
I gotta tell my family to get me some of that. My family in Baltimore gotta get me some of that.
Holy crap, that's good.
Oh, I mean,
oh my god.
All right, so that's a roller coaster of emotions we just went through with this beer.
Whoa. Okay, it's a sour, so it's got that that sour taste, but everything around it is a Fruit Loop. Everything.
Oh, that's
It's
amazing.
like that finish of like a bite of cereal that like, or even if you take one out of the box and like once you
Oh,
already swallow it, you know how that taste like
yeah.
stays in your mouth. That's what I have right now.
That's
It's
incredible.
so close to an actual Fruit Loop that it's kind of scary.
Is it does it give that creamy sensation of Fruit Loops, or is it just
Yeah,
pure Fruit
but
Loop?
that's the thing. It's on the back end because
Yeah.
the sour is what hits you. You know what I mean? You get
Mhm.
that sour first, but that yeah, that creaminess is still in the back. This is a very it's a very it's
I
a it's a complex this is a
wow.
complex flavor right here. There's a lot going on here.
Now the lack of glitter, is it made up by the taste?
See, there is little stuff floating around in there, but I'm guessing that's just
Can you
like
do you have your phone on you? Maybe shine a light behind the glass and see if
that's
anything.
not a bad idea. Let's
Yeah.
see. Let's see what we can do. Let's see if this will make it easier for you guys to see at least.
Mm, I don't really see anything.
Yeah, I don't know. Oh my god, no, I can't. I can see it. Holy shit, it's glitter. Whoa, you can see it. It's tiny glitter. Holy crap.
Oh, can't see it on camera.
Oh, you can't see it on camera. It's there. Oh my
I
god.
can't. I
When
mean,
the
I
light
can't see it.
when the light hits it, dude, it's multicolored glitter. It's tiny, 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 tiny little glitter.
Well, it doesn't show up well on camera, but that's no fault to its own. So maybe in person, pick this
Oh no.
beer up.
Yeah, it's because of this light. It was messing it all up. Even back here, I can see it now. Oh yeah, there's glitter all in there. Tons of glitter.
Huh.
I was looking for big chunks of glitter. It's little like fine glitter.
You know, like your normal glitter is the size of like a quarter. You know, that kind of glitter.
Well, you know what I mean. Like big pieces of glitter. This is very, very fine. Like
You know, like glitter. You know how glitter
no,
is
like
fine.
tiny, tiny, tiny glitter.
I believe you.
There it is. Glitter like they would put in a paint on a car.
Oh
Very, very
yeah.
small. Like
Mm-hmm.
very small. But it's
Yeah.
all in there. I can see it. Like I can turn it. I see a green one right there. There's pink. Like that's insane. Probably the best beer we've had on the show so far.
I love sours and and I love Fruit Loops. So I need to try this one. I need to hunt this one
Oh
down
my
and try it.
dude. Wow. I am impressed with this. All right. I
Maybe
know we took a lot of time with
it,
that.
important
But
stuff.
it was I knew this was going to be a fun one this week, so I definitely wanted to take some time with it. That is it's crazy. I'm glad you said something about the phone light because that really did make it show up. Anyway, Geeb, you have been working all week, so you haven't played your Switch whatsoever.
Nope, no games. I mean, I had
I
yeah. Go ahead.
I got to go back to Monster Hunter
Nice.
finally. That was fun. That was really fun. Playing Monster Hunter again was really fun. I played a lot of stuff this week. I went back to Animal Crossing this week.
Ooh, I missed that stream. I apologize. I really wanted to be there, but
Oh, it's
I was
okay,
tired.
man. It's okay. You were tired. It's fine. I'm building a Starbucks by the museum. And instead of the Starbucks logo, like you know the green logo,
Mm-hmm.
I found one instead of having that like the face that's on it,
Yeah.
it's replaced with Tom Nook's head in the logo.
Oh my god, that's
So yeah,
awesome.
it looks really cool. It looks really cool.
Oh man.
Um so that was fun. We're going to start doing that too, man. I just need to start streaming like whenever, just because that's when I play games the most.
Yeah. Abby's been playing a lot of Animal Crossing, and our island, which is really her island that I just reside on, is looking so good. She's been doing so much
Yes,
stuff.
she sent me screenshots. What was it last night of all the stuff that I want to steal from
Yeah.
her island.
Yeah.
So
Well,
now
there's
I have
more.
those.
There's more now, and she's doing good things over there.
Yeah, that's my next project. Probably next time I stream it, which is gonna be sometime next week. But yeah, man, you know, I didn't play any Zelda this week, which I should have, but I didn't.
I
I
think
don't know why.
I'll speak for myself, but maybe you can agree a little bit. Like I still like Zelda. I'm not disinterested, but I'm waiting for the game that we'll talk about later, Skyward Sword, which is not a surprise. But I'm waiting for
ready
that.
for Skyward Sword.
Yeah,
I'm ready for Skyward Sword.
next
That's for
week.
sure.
Yeah.
I think that's why I'm like I love Twilight Princess, but I'm like, man, I just I'm ready to play Skyward Sword at this point. I think that's
Mm-hmm.
why I'm kind of like, you know,
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
whatever.
I feel you.
But there's another thing, another game that was announced. I'm sorry, not announced, released
Yep.
today.
There is. Yeah.
That I know you were originally pretty excited for this one, and
I'm
I
s-
was too.
I'm still excited for it, but things
Okay,
have changed a little bit.
I've lost a little bit of interest in it. It's we're talking about Monster Hunter Stories 2. Now I know a lot of people are really into this game and really excited. Um, I really was, and I played some of the first one, as you guys know. I played some of the first one on mobile, and it was it was fine, for that type of game, a game that I'm not really into that style of game. You know what I mean?
I can't
Like the
agree more.
whole
I'm the same way. I
the
don't usually like it.
turn-based RPG stuff. Like it's just not really my thing.
Hmm.
And I like the story. I like what they have idea wise as far as story goes, but I don't know. I've lost interest. I'm probably not gonna pick it up. I mean, not right now. I just feel like I'm playing a bunch of stuff right now, and I know I'm about to start like a 40-hour game next week. Like I don't want to get this and start it and then not ever come back to it because that's what'll happen. You know how I am.
Yeah.
I abandon games. I delete them out of my phone, block them, act like we never even met. Like who are you? No, I don't know you.
Yeah. I'm I'm disappointed in myself that I've lost interest because I'm watching this trailer and I'm like, no,
Oh, it looks great.
I
It
still
looks
really like
great.
this game. But what it is what you said a second ago. It's not my type of game. It's not the turn based systems of play. Not my thing. As much as I liked the first game on mobile, as I played as well. It's fun, but I'll spend 5 hours on this game, and then I won't
Yeah.
play it again.
Yep.
And
I'll
it's
do the same
so
thing. If I get it now.
expensive for
If I
game.
get it now, that's what's
Yeah,
gonna happen.
like I mean, Geeb's got money now, but still.
Oh, GB balling.
So it's not like a matter of like I'm gonna like not be able to eat this week if I buy this game. No, I mean I can get this game, but I don't think I'm going. Like I don't know what it is with the Monster Hunter series because the same thing happened to me with Rise, where I got excited, I was gonna buy it, then I wasn't, then I was, and then I wasn't. This was more of a clear like I'm gonna buy it, I'm gonna buy it, gonna buy it, gonna buy it, gonna buy it, and we got really close to the release day. Now the release day is here, and here I am not already. It's not in my hands, and like if you would ask me 2 weeks ago, this game absolutely on release day.
You were in 2 weeks ago, man. Like
Absolutely.
you were dead set. Like no
Yeah.
questions asked.
Yeah. And I'm again.
When I asked you before the podcast if you had got the game yet, and you said no, that you didn't think you were going to get it, that really surprised me. I was like, wow, we should definitely just shut up and talk about this once we hit record because
Yeah.
I'm interested.
Yeah.
But I see exactly where you're coming from with it. It's just not with Rise. I think you're wrong with Rise, but I don't think you like that kind of game either.
Yeah.
Because it's not this kind of game, but it's a game that normally I'm not all that fond of either. Because it's just like, build your stuff, build your stuff, build your stuff, go do the same thing, go do the same thing, do this. There's a lot more in the game that I haven't got to. Like I'm level 5 or 6 or something like that. And when we were playing the other night, the guy who came in to help us do this giant thing that we were trying to do was a level like 452 or something like that. Like it's insane. I mean, I've barely scratched the surface of the game, but I love it. I think it's fun. This one, I know unless I get to that certain part of the story where it's like, okay, I have to know. I have to know what's happening going forward. I can't not finish this game. I can't not finish the game.
Right.
But for me to get to that point in the game, like it's a coin toss. Am I going to get there before Skyward Sword comes out? Probably not, because I'm probably going to play it 3 times and be like, it's fun, but I don't know.
They for me they waited too long, and it's not their fault. It's really my fault. They waited too long for me, and I'm out. That whether that's their fault or my fault, whatever. I don't really care. I think
it happens.
It's my fault, but I've lost. If it came out 2 weeks ago, it'd already be in my hands, and I probably would have put a lot of time in it already, but it's not. And the demo came out, and the demo didn't help it because of things we talked about last week.
The frame rate, man. That's the one thing I keep seeing. It's like,
I mean, if we talk to Alex again, he'll tell me how much of an idiot I am about the frame rates with that game. But listen, the important part is, which I'm not wrong about, is that it fluctuates greatly.
Yeah. Well,
Even
yeah,
from like
whatever the frame rates are, yes. You aren't the only one. That's every single person that reviewed it or said anything about the game or the demo, or everybody says, yeah, frame rate issues on the Switch. Like, it's bad. So, but I mean, that's just our life as Nintendo fans right now, and it ain't
and
gonna get better anytime soon.
I'm not one of those people that goes frame rates are bad, not playing it. Like I played Hyrule
Yeah,
Warriors and it's my favorite game of 2020.
yeah. Well, but
Favorite game of
here's the
2020.
thing. Here's the thing. I'm invested enough in Hyrule Warriors and the story of that. I want that. I don't care what the frame rate is. I'm playing it anyway.
Yeah.
With a game like this, I'm like, that just is another thing on top of like, meh, I'm not gonna mess with it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's not the thing, it's just another thing.
Yeah. Here's what I
So
think I'll do. I think I'm gonna play the demo. I'm gonna start the demo over and play it one more time on the TV because I played it on handheld on my Switch Lite and I did like it, but I got bored with it and I didn't play it. Pick it up again. And I think I got really close to the end of the demo. I'm not sure. It's about 2 hours in. I think I'm gonna restart it, put it up on the TV, try again, and if I don't buy it by next Friday with Skyward Sword, I'm probably not gonna buy it. It's likely though that I come out of GameStop or wherever we're going to buy the game, at probably Walmart, with both those copies of those games. It's likely. But if I if I walk out with one game, it's just going to be Skyward Sword.
Yeah, I'm not walking out of anywhere with any game anymore ever.
That's right.
I'm going all digital. I'm making a video about it. I'm going to try to turn the world with me all digital. Why it's so good. Why it doesn't matter.
Listen, I know you're a collector too. I mean, look at your shelf behind you. It's wild.
Dude, no, okay. The glitter's starting to settle into the bottom now. Like, there's so much glitter in this. I'm so sorry that I said there wasn't at first. Like, it's settled into the bottom now. I want to drink it and stir it up a little bit.
Just blow bubbles.
I need a straw. Well, I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah, we will.
But yeah, next week. I mean, next week is going to be awesome because a game that I know I'm picking up and I know you are picking up comes out.
Oh, yes.
Skyward Sword HD. Very pumped about that. We got all our quality of life stuff. We got, I got schooled last week because I thought there wasn't going to be any support for the Pro controller. And we discovered together that, in fact, there is, which is great. So I'm on board with this. It's going to be fun. Most of our listeners know, but if you don't know, I want to kind of give you a little bit of background on the Geebster here. The Geebster here is our resident Nintendo noob. He doesn't have a lot of experience with a lot of franchises with Nintendo, Zelda being one of them. So as I have never played Skyward Sword, neither has he. The difference is I know a lot of stuff about Skyward Sword. I know some of the characters. I know, I pretty much know what happens. He knows nothing.
Nothing.
Absolutely nothing. So I have a game for you, Geeb. I have a fun game we are going to play. And the name of the game is Skyward Sword character or not a Skyward Sword character.
That's a clever butt name right there.
I just made that up literally on the spot.
So clever.
I know, it's great.
Yeah.
It's great.
It's way better,
So,
more clever than last week's game title.
The way this game is going to work, I have some stuff down here that we are going to we're going to look at here. So what I'm going to do, the first one we'll do a gimme. And this doesn't count. This does not count. So just to show you how the game works, so we all are clear, I will say, okay, Geeb, are you ready for your first name?
Yes.
And you will say?
Yes.
Okay. And I will say Link. And you will say, think about it, maybe this, that, whatever. Skyward Sword character or not a Skyward Sword character?
Nah, he's not in the game.
He's not?
No. It's just Navi. It stars Navi, right?
Yes. Okay, so you get the game. You get the game.
Yeah, I got it.
Okay. First, now remember, Skyward Sword. Skyward Sword, the game. There has
Yes.
to be a character in Skyward Sword.
No, we're not
Okay,
talking
so
about Zelda characters in general. We're just
we're
talking about this
Skyward Sword
game.
characters. Okay. We're going to start with Golo. Is Golo a Skyward Sword character or not a Skyward Sword character?
Before I answer, I have a question about this game. Can I ask you, kind of like spelling bee style, like using a sentence, but not using a sentence? Can you just describe the character for me? Because most of these characters are real, right?
I will not be doing that. No.
I think
You cannot do that.
that's way, because you could have made fake descriptions for characters as well, and you could have, like, you know what I mean? But we
I didn't go that far, so you can't do that.
Okay, Golo. I'm just got all I have is a name. That is
That's all you get. Yeah,
not even not even a picture.
You get a name. No, you get a name. I
Do I have
can't give you a picture.
Do I have a coin somewhere?
Because, dude, you're gonna realize very soon that, yeah, just Golo.
I'm gonna realize that I don't know the characters. Of course, I already know.
No, you're gonna realize. No, we're going a little bit further with this game than I think you understand. That's okay though. Go ahead. What do you think?
Golo is not a Skyward Sword character.
Golo is a Skyward Sword character.
Damn it!
Golo is a Goron that lives in the Lanayru caves, actually.
Okay. Also, I realize I have this bell. So when you tell me I got something right, I'm gonna ding this bell. The stream won't hear it, but the audio people will.
Okay. Good. Okay. The next one is Bosk. Is Bosk a Skyward Sword character or not a Skyward Sword character?
No, he's not a character.
Final answer.
Yes.
You got that one right.
Yes, you almost got me, you son of a jerk.
Bosk is not a Skyward Sword character. Bosk is actually a Transdotian bounty hunter from Star Wars. So good job.
Okay, you almost got me. You almost got me to switch last second. You were.
I wanted you to, because I wanted you to get that one wrong, but you got it right. You got it right.
Let's go.
Bosk is he's one of those lizard people that's standing there with Boba Fett in Empire Strikes Back. He's in some other stuff too, but yeah, good job. Okay, so I want to make sure I don't ask the same ones twice, so I'm going to. I don't like the order I have them in, so I'm kind of like. So you're 1-1 right now. You've got one right, one wrong.
All right.
Everybody wants to pay attention to this score, because it might be important later.
Shh! Don't tell him.
Okay. The next one, let's do this one. The next one is Pum.
Can you spell that?
Pumm. Pum.
Yes, he's a character in Skyward Sword.
That is correct. He is a character in Skyward Sword. He is the owner of the Lumpy Pumpkins restaurant.
Lumpy Dumpy sit in the wall restaurant?
The Lumpy Pumpkin restaurant. He's
Okay.
the owner. So you have two right. Two right.
Do I need a certain number here, or are we
no, but
no?
I mean, you've got two right and one wrong. So,
I mean, I'm doing great so far.
Yeah, you're doing really good.
67%. I passed. I squeezed through that high school class.
Okay, we need to get rid of that one.
Oh, okay.
The next one is Pippet. Is Pippet a Skyward Sword character or not a Skyward Sword character?
I'm going to do myself a favor and not think too much about these. Yes, he's a Skyward Sword character.
He is a Skyward Sword character! Oh, you got 3 right.
Oh, and you're trying to... Yeah!
So Pippet, he's a Loftwing expert, actually. And he was the winner of the last year's Loftwing race.
Last year?
So he's kind of a badass.
Wouldn't
he also wears a yellow version of Link's traditional green tunic in this game, but it shows, what was it? It represents his graduation class from the academy.
Okay.
Yes,
okay.
Very interesting stuff there.
Yeah. Actually, I mean, for me, yes, because I've never played the game.
Yeah, it's interesting stuff. That's why I wrote some of this stuff down.
There you go.
So you could have
Thank you. I
some
appreciate
fun
it.
stuff to learn here. Okay, so let me get rid of this real quick. I don't want to say the same ones. So you now have how many right?
3.
3 out of 4.
Yeah.
You've only got 1 wrong.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm feeling
Are you
myself.
ready?
I'm feeling myself right now.
Tubbert. Is Tubbert a Skyward Sword character or not a Skyward Sword character?
Yes, he's a Skyward Sword character.
Ladies and gentlemen, this man is on fire.
Yes!
Get another one right. He runs the Thrill Digger game on Elden Volcano.
I couldn't be happier right now. I'm clipping my
You're
audio.
doing very good, man. You're doing very good.
I don't actually think I'm clipping the audio too much. I think we're doing all right. So I don't have to edit this too much. All right.
Okay, the next one is Naburu.
Naburu.
Is Naburu a Skyward Sword character or not a Skyward Sword character?
I'm going to go no. He's not a Skyward Sword character.
You're right.
Yeah! Oh my God!
You're right. Now, she is a Zelda character. She
Dude,
is a character in Zelda, but she is in Ocarina of Time. She
Okay.
is the second in command of the Gerudo, only under Ganondorf himself.
Because you said that name, and I was like, "That's what I'm doing in my head." For those of you who are wondering if this is rigged or not, what I'm doing is the name. I'm trying to spell it out in my head, and I'm trying to figure out is that a name that Zelda would use, the series would use, and if it's not, I say no, and if it is, I say yes. But that one was like conflicting. That was like that sounds like a name they would use, and it even sounds familiar. I may have even heard that name already because I've been playing Ocarina of Time.
Might see a few more of those. You might don't
Yeah.
know. So how
All right,
many is
here we
that
go.
you got right? 4?
4. Wait, is that
Wow.
5? Is that 4 or 5?
You got 1 wrong, and I have 1, 2, 3. That's 5.
That's 5.
I'll have the right answer at the end because we'll say that's 5 right now. I'll know at the end. Okay. The next one is Mitsubu. Is Mitsubu a Skyward Sword character or not a Skyward Sword character?
Mitsubu is a Skyward Sword character.
Mitsubu is not a Skyward Sword character.
What did I say? I forget what I said.
You said it was. You are wrong.
I'm wrong. Okay.
So you have 2 wrong. 2 wrong. Mitsubu is actually a name I made up in my head earlier as I was driving to get the beer of the week, and I passed a Mitsubishi dealership.
I love it. I actually love that I got that one wrong. All right, so we're sitting at 5 still. I'm pretty sure it's 5.
Yeah, well, you have 2 wrong, and I know how many I have. So either way, I can keep track of this.
All right.
2. Yes, it's 5. Okay, cool.
Okay.
All right, next one is Aegis. Is Aegis a Skyward Sword character or not a Skyward Sword character?
Not a Skyward Sword character.
Wrong. Aegis is a Skyward Sword character. He's actually the Knight Commander. He's also a huge fan of pumpkin soup.
Pumpkin soup.
Yeah, so
Delicious.
you now have 3 wrong and 5 right.
Yeah.
Just a few left here. Just a few left.
Okay.
So don't get tripped up. Stonn. If you need a spelling, I can spell it for you. Stonn.
Please do.
Stonn. Stonn.
Not a Skyward Sword character.
Not a Skyward Sword character.
Sorry
He
for
is
clapping.
a Vulcan from Star Trek.
Nice. That was a little difficult, but I was pretty
Yeah,
confident with my answer.
I figured that one might trip you up, but I gotta say, you're doing pretty good so far. All right,
Thank you.
last one. Here we go. Last one. Are you ready?
I am ready.
Fledge. Is Fledge a Skyward Sword character or not?
Can you
a
spell
Skyward
that
Sword
name,
character?
please?
FLEDGE.
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 Does Fledge like to fledulate?
I don't know.
Okay. As I'm gonna guess, this is the final question. I'm gonna guess that this is a Zelda character. You saved probably the one that's most difficult for last. Is my guess.
I will tell you right now, I did these completely out of order.
Oh, okay.
I had a list of 10, and I just picked from different parts of the list.
Fledge. Fledge sounds like a guy who lives a humble life, and Fledge, he was a plumber in one life as well. He's humble and he was a plumber, and he's retired now. Fledge is not in Skyward Sword.
Fledge is a Skyward Sword character. You are wrong.
I'm gonna ring the bell anyway.
Oh, so Fledge is actually a student at the academy. He also runs the pumpkin pull mini game.
Pumpkins seem to be a common theme with this game.
There are pumpkins, yes. Looks like it. So you got 5 right.
6 right.
6. Did you get 6 right?
You're the game host. Make sure I was right. I got 4 wrong, right?
Okay, you got 4 wrong.
I think.
You got 6 right.
Okay.
So you barely won. You won the game. You win. So for everybody watching at home here in the chat, not the audio, Geeb got 6 questions right.
I did.
You may need to know that later. Geeb got 6 questions right.
Remember that.
And that has been, is it a Skyward Sword character or is it not a Skyward Sword character? Thank you. Thank you. Yeah. We'll see you guys next time on whatever game Geeb makes up for me to play next week. Okay. Not bad. Not bad. Not bad. I think you did a lot better than I thought you were going to do. I'll tell you that. I figured you would not get any of them right.
That last one, I really wanted that last one. Like, really badly wanted it. And
dude, fledgling, like a baby bird. Loft wings. Come on, man.
I don't know what a fledgling is.
Oh, my God. What? It's a baby bird.
Of course. I carry baby birds in my back pocket every day.
Well, I have them on my back porch like 3-4 times a year right up here.
We actually have
2
nests. We have a bird nest over here on our back porch as well.
Yeah, I keep them around. The fledglings, they jump out.
They're baby birds.
They fall.
They're baby birds, not fledglings. I call them baby birds.
What they're called. Anyway, doesn't matter. You did pretty good.
Well,
we got one thing left to talk about, and obviously this is the big one, the elephant.
Wait, we have more to talk about? I thought we were done now.
No, we're not. We have to talk about the thing.
The thing that's not a Switch Pro?
The thing that's not a Switch Pro. The Nintendo Switch OLED model.
Yep.
I mean, real quick, right out of the gate here, I want to get this out of the way. Before we even start talking about it, because I know we're both very mixed on this. We're both very, very mixed on this. I want to get this out of the way right now. Are you buying it or are you not buying it?
I don't know. I don't. Let me answer this. In percentages, about a 20% chance that I'm buying this one. However, if this is getting a little bit ahead of ourselves, if they release, if they release
don't go there yet. We're not talking about that.
We're
talking about this.
Okay, this one.
Are you buying this? You don't know.
As far as like, I'm 20% yes, 80% no. That if you want to go by those percentages, then I'm not buying it. But I might.
Wow. I'm 100% buying it.
Okay. Well, I mean, clearly you run a very successful YouTube channel.
Okay, but that's not why I'm buying it.
Why are you buying it?
I'm buying it because it does have something I want.
What would that be?
Obviously, the cool
enhanced audio.
The cool kickstand, man. No, I mean, obviously, it's the OLED panel, the bigger screen. I do want it. And here's why.
Me too.
When I'm not streaming, which at this point, most of my games, I stream. Like when I'm playing a game, most of the time, there's people watching along with me. I'm streaming, but there are times I don't play games and stream. I just play games. But every single one of those times is handheld. I play handheld all the time unless I'm streaming. That's why before I started actually streaming games, I played the Switch Lite because I was strictly handheld. I barely ever used the TV. So I'm excited for this. I'm excited for that part of it. And I have some theories. We're gonna do some tinfoil hat stuff. Obviously, that's what we do here. We do tinfoil hat stuff. So we're gonna do more of that.
Yeah,
I have
neither of us
lots
have.
Of that, don't you worry.
Neither of us have an actual
No,
tinfoil hat yet.
I'm gonna get us. I'm gonna get us some of those.
Maybe for our IRL podcast, we'll do that.
Yes, we'll make them. We'll make them that day, and we'll wear them that night.
Awesome.
And you know what? Let's take a real quick second. And did we even announce that last week?
I don't think we did.
We didn't. I'm going to go ahead and let everybody know, just so you guys know, in the coming weeks, I don't know how many weeks it is away from here, but probably
August.
early
First week,
August.
The first week of August, to be very
Geeb
specific.
is coming here. Coming here. We are going to do a in real life podcast together. We're going to make some videos. It's going to be a lot of fun. So definitely be on the lookout for that. It's going to be a lot of fun. Him and Abby both are coming here to stay for like 2 days. So
Yeah.
we're gonna, we're gonna do all kinds of fun stuff.
I'm getting my tractor and drive alongside the highway in my tractor with all my belongings with Abby and the dog. The dog's not coming, but it's gonna be really fun. I cannot wait to.
No, it's gonna be awesome. Yeah, I can't wait for you guys to get here. It's gonna be really cool. I have some ideas about some things, but we'll work those out as we go here. But anyway, just wanted to let you guys know that is happening soon. So if it's something that you would be interested in watching, you'll be able to do that soon.
If you want to see more of that kind of content, make sure to share this stream, share the podcast, and come to both of our streams and YouTube channels and hang out. That's how that can happen more. Because if we, if that's how that happens more often.
All right, back to the point.
Yeah,
I'm buying it. I play handheld. I like the screen, and I think there's a lot of other. There's just some stuff that just does not add up here. We're gonna go into that, but really quick, I'm gonna pull my iPad here so I have everything. Let's go over the features really fast because everybody already knows them, and then we're gonna talk about what is not here, the big things that are not here. Obviously, we have the 7-inch OLED screen. That's what I'm excited about. I could honestly care less about the rest of it, to tell you the truth. Wide adjustable kickstand. That's good for people who play in tabletop mode. I don't play in tabletop mode ever. Do you?
Oh, tabletop.
I think I set my Switch up in tabletop mode one time just to like show somebody who didn't know what a Switch was.
I think this is my theory. The people who have a Switch Lite play tabletop way more often than people who have a regular Switch, because with Switch Lite, that's your only option if you want to play with your friends. Whereas the Switch, it's like, I'll just throw it in my dock. Why would I put it on the freaking table? It's the dumbest idea. But
yeah, unless you're gone.
Yeah. But I mean, but it's the screen was so small that why would you even want to do that anyway?
Honestly, I think this size difference now, I mean, looking at the bezels on this, like that's going to be a noticeable size difference.
Oh, it's going to be spectacular. It's going to be like if you guys had the like iPhone, what was it, 8, and then you switched to the iPhone 10 because they skipped 9. Like when they reduced the bezels to nothing, got rid of the home button. That's the kind of upgrade this is going to be. It's going to blow your mind a little bit. I mean, we've seen it with phones for the past 3 years, so you're going to be less. It's going to be less crazy than the iPhone
as
thing.
As a Switch user, it is going. This is going to be a significant. It's going to even from Switch Lite to this is going to be massive. From the regular Switch, I think it's still going to be a pretty noticeable difference.
Oh yeah.
So moving on, the built-in Ethernet port, like, dude.
Next. How
is this a feature in 2020? How is this a feature we are highlighting in 2021?
Next.
That is insane.
Because we all of us who needed it already bought freaking adapters.
Yeah, the LAN adapter.
So like, thanks Nintendo. Now I have a $20 useless piece of adapter. Thanks.
What's funny? It's just so funny that they're like, look at this. We put a LAN adapter right on the
Look at
dock. Like, are
this.
you serious?
Look
Like
at
the
this.
Xbox 360 had a damn LAN adapter. Like, what are you talking about?
And then
Where
online
have
was
you
better.
been? Like, where have you been? That part to me was just like, that's your big new feature.
Yeah.
Oh boy. Okay. So then this is a slap in the face. 64 gigabytes from the 32 gigabytes. Again, in 2021, what are you doing with 64 gigabytes? You download any game, like, no. Even Nintendo games are getting big now.
It'll hold like probably like less than 10 of your Nintendo games.
If that.
And not even one like Witcher or whatever. Like
yeah, like a third part. Like, don't
Yeah.
even try, because I don't even think you can still get well, maybe.
Yeah.
Like the NBA 2K. Like, those games are huge.
I believe it's about 40 gigs on that. And you're not going to get 64, you're going to get like 54 because 10 of that's going to be OS and
On
other
the system,
garbage.
yeah.
So
Yeah.
like you're going to get NBA and then like Mario Odyssey and then
Yeah.
go home.
That's it. So what's the point? Like, just leave it 32. Leave it 32 and stop trying to charge $50 extra for this thing, because we're gonna get into that too. Oh man, Nintendo is smart, man. They are smart.
If you're
They are
dumb,
smart.
they're smart.
No. They're smart. I'm gonna tell you why they're smart.
All right.
We're gonna get into that first, right after this. So to finish up here, enhanced audio. We have no idea what that means. All they show is pictures of the speakers doing something.
And I'm doing this right here on the screen. What I want to say about that is, the original audio wasn't bad. The original audio
was that bad.
The original audio,
had, like, a problem with it.
The original audio was incredibly quiet. If you compare it to any smartphone on the market today, it was incredibly quiet. And I'm not saying it's bad. I'm saying it's quiet. If you compare it to your smartphone, blast your smartphone up with your favorite podcast, the Drip and G podcast, it'll go bananas. It's your phone. It'll go crazy. But if you turn the Drip and G podcast on the Switch, this is why you keep me around. If you put the Drip and G podcast on the Switch, it's not that it sounds bad. I think the speakers are good on the Switch. I like them. It's quiet. And that's just a fact. I mean, it's just decibels. It's quiet.
Oh my god. Okay. Anyway, let's talk about this first. Before we talk about the features they don't have, because I don't want to forget this because you just brought it up. They're charging $50 more for this thing. That's very interesting to me that they're doing a price increase when you see.
You forgot one thing before we get to the price.
Oh, the Joy-Cons are the same?
Yeah.
No, we'll get there. That's
in the you have that plan?
Doesn't have. That's in the stuff it doesn't have segment.
Gotcha.
Which is new Joy-Cons.
Okay.
This is what's insane. So yeah, we can talk about that. There's no new Joy-Cons. This thing doesn't have. Let's just do it real quick. It doesn't have 4K. There's no 4K support for the TV. The dock is different. I do want to talk about that. There's some stuff in the dock that's kind of like some other stuff might be going on, but nothing's different internally. It's literally the same insides as the Switch we have now.
Yeah.
Okay. They're charging $50 more for this. This is why Nintendo, dude, they're smart. They're so smart. Because I don't think this was the original plan, and we'll get into that too. But I don't think this was the original plan. I don't think this Switch was supposed to be what this Switch is right now. Maybe some of this, but I think there was supposed to be more. I think this chips shortage that we are in right now has completely pivoted their plan, and now this is the new plan. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think that's why they kept everything inside the same. But in doing all that, they raised the price $50. But the reason it's $50 more is because it's got all these new features, right? The OLED screen. It's got all these new features, and it's part of the Switch family, right? If you don't want to pay that extra $50, it's fine. You can just get the $300 one, right?
Yep.
I don't know, man. I don't think that's the way they're going with this.
Before you get all the way there, I want to talk about, because I don't want to be too downer on this, because again, we're both mixed, but we both have things we like about it. So let's just
Yeah.
quickly talk about things that are good about this update, because everyone's going to be talking about the downs and the negatives.
Okay, wait. I think you think I'm going somewhere else.
Okay.
Let me finish that thought real quick.
Okay.
I think the Switch we have now, this one, the one we're playing on right now,
Mm-hmm.
is going away within 6 months. I think it's gone completely. They're calling this new one a member of the Switch family. I don't think that's true. I think that is the replacement for this one. And right now, they're calling it the more expensive member of the Switch family so they can up the price and it still makes sense. Why this other one's here while this one is here?
Yeah.
That one makes sense at a higher price. But if this one goes away, that doesn't make sense anymore. So when this one's here, and then this one just slowly just phases out and is gone, and then this one comes into its place, now they have not decreased the price of something that's costing them less money to manufacture. They have successfully increased the price of something that is costing them less money to manufacture. I mean, if like, dude, you got to admit that is absolute genius.
Brilliant.
It's absolute genius, and that's exactly what they're doing. That is exactly what they're doing. And I think when we finally see this Switch phased out, that is when we'll see the Switch Lite version of the OLED come in to play. Because at that point, the jig is up. Everybody can see, like, oh, now they're phasing this one out. And they can be like, but it's fine, because here's the new Switch Lite. And it's got the new screen too.
$249.99.
Maybe at that point, we'll see. Maybe they keep it at $199. Or do they go
not a
$249?
Chance.
You
Not
think they bump it 52?
Chance. It's the
They
same freaking thing. It's
I
the
know.
same thing, except for they nerfed it and removed dock support. It's the same thing, but they got rid of dock support.
They all have the same thing.
And if you give it the better screen, the enhanced audio, the Joy-Cons are the same, so whatever, it doesn't matter. And honestly, we talked about this the other day. The buttons of the Switch Lite are better than the Joy-Cons.
Yes, they are. They are.
So
I like the buttons a lot better.
There is not if they release a Switch Lite, my eyes are closed because I can't believe what I'm saying. Like, if they release a Switch Lite with a better screen for $199, I would officially give up, like, trying to figure out Nintendo. I would give up. I give up.
I mean, you might as well anyway, because
I might even quit. I might even quit the podcast if they release a $199 Switch Lite with all the increased specs, the better specs for $199. I will quit the podcast because because they're not geniuses. They're absolute morons who are just trying to grab as much money from a dedicated fan base as possible. That's what that would mean. They're absolute idiots.
But can you really be mad? They're businessmen. They're not here to be our friends.
No. I'd be mad if they release it $199, because that means they're dumb. They're idiots. Like,
they're stupid,
you're just dumb. You're bad businessmen, and you're trying to steal from us.
Anybody who wants a new Switch Lite's gonna pay $250 for it. But that's what they're doing. They're slowly increasing these prices. So we haven't got there yet, but we'll get there.
Yeah,
we'll come back around. So this thing doesn't have any of the 4K. It's got none of the stuff we wanted, and that's obviously the big disappointment here. Like, I even said, like, I don't expect a huge increase in anything, but I do expect a bump. Just something so it will fix some of the issues we have. You know what I mean?
Yep.
And we didn't get it. We did not get it. And like I said, I talked about it in the video today. Like, it worries me a little bit, but at the same time, it's like, I don't even really know how to go about thinking about this. You know what I mean? Because I don't know what they're going to do. Like, are we going to see another one? Is there going to be another one? Is that the plan? Like I said earlier with the whole chip shortage thing, like, maybe the plan changed. This is just, and I said that in a video 3 months ago. Do you remember that?
I do.
3 months ago, I said there's going to be 2 of them. This first one's not going to be the Pro, or vice versa. One of them will not be the Pro. One of them will be the model to replace the one we have now. This is it. This is clearly it. Because let me ask you this question. Do you think this makes sense at all to leave this new Switch on the market alongside of the one we have right now? Like, what sense does that make? At a $50 difference, like, what is the point in keeping that one on the market? Why?
It,
I don't see any reason why that is going to benefit them in any way.
I think you're right on with your assessment that they are going to phase out, and it may be longer than 6 months. I'm thinking maybe a year, because that's realistically, we're not going to get Switch Pro probably. You're not going to have a Switch Pro, a real Pro, if we're getting one, until next Christmas, like in your hands.
This time next year is when we would hear something about
hear
it.
something about it, but like actually in your hands.
A year from now. Yes.
Yeah.
But so I think they're gonna have to get everybody ready. They're gonna have to phase the other one out, because I think another thing. This kind of goes together with it too. I mentioned, I've done a little bit of research, some, not a lot, but some. I do know this: the HDMI port on the back of these docks does not support 4K. So no matter whether you had a Switch that could plug in there and push a 4K signal, this dock cannot take a 4K signal from the port it has on the back anywhere. It's not possible.
Right.
I think this dock, we'll know soon. Like, once they start putting some stuff out and people start getting them in their hands, we'll know if this new dock has that capability.
I'm gonna get mad for a second. It better, because all the they're taking extra $50 from everyone who's gonna buy this thing.
Right.
If they didn't future-proof it to that point.
Well, I think that's the plan, though. That's what I'm getting at.
We will
find out. I think this dock is part of this movie. Like, this dock is the piece that makes the 4K to the TV possible, compatible with all Switches, even if we get another one next year. I think this is the piece that makes that 4K possible later. Well, no, that's what I'm saying.
Let me add to that. With that dock. I don't think it was you. I believe I was watching a RGT85 video. Whoever it was you or somebody else. The dock has a noticeably bigger fan on the back of it.
I said that in today's video.
Was it in your video?
Said it. Spawnwave said, I saw him talk about it.
It's fine.
The back has the ports for the fan are massive.
There's one right there.
You can see it. Yeah, right there. They're massive. Okay. The ones on our current dock there's one tiny one, and it's nothing. And
what's stressed, because I don't think we actually officially mentioned here, is that it's the same on the internals. It's the same Switch. There's nothing different about it. Internally.
Yeah, I did say that. I did mention that. It's the same thing. But,
so why would the dock need more fans, or at least bigger grills? Why would it need that?
That's the thing. When they changed the chip the first time from the V1 to the V2, this chip runs cooler. Yeah. It runs more efficient. That's why we got better battery life. Like, they don't need more cooling for this Switch at all. None. If anything, you don't even need as much as you have at this point. So that's what makes me think, like, is this dock the setup for what's coming? Like, the rest of the new pieces of the Switch family? Because I can see this going total DS, 3DS style, where they just put out 10 different versions of the Switch. And, there's Switch games, and then there's Switch 2 games. But they all work. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I've actually, while I'm thinking about it, it was on Twitter. I saw this picture. It may have been Wood. I'm just name dropping here like crazy, but I'm just trying to remember who it was. Is all it is. But the picture was. It was like, I'm just gonna leave this here. Is what the quote was. I think it was Wood. It was like all the 3DS models. It's like you could just like stack of names for every 3DS that came out.
Dude, there's 100 of them.
And then like the Game Boy Advance, stack of names of different versions of that. And then
Game Boy Advance SE. Dude.
And then at the bottom was a little one Nintendo Switch logo. And I think the implication of that was there's just one. And there's stacks of names for these other ones, and technically speaking, we have two already.
That makes a ton of
sense.
Actually,
technically, we have 3 Switches. We have the Switch original, first Switch, the launch day Switch. Then we have the Switch Lite, and then we have the Switch revised number 2, which it wasn't
We
officially
have 4.
wasn't
we have 4
officially
then.
4 with this one. So it wasn't officially different, but it definitely had a new chip, and it was definitely a different Switch. Twice as better battery life, ran cooler. Obviously, it's different. So this would be the 4th iteration of the Switch, but there's still stacks of names for the other ones. And Nintendo already said that this is the halfway point of this console's life point.
Of the Switch.
Yeah. So, I mean, this is number 4. That means we're going to get 4 more, potentially. Maybe not exactly 4. We could get 3, we could get 2, we could get 5.
Yeah.
But there's more coming.
I feel like
there's more coming.
Yes. I think that's... I think anybody who, like, whatever, man. Everybody wants to talk... I can't cuss here. It's YouTube. I keep forgetting that.
We've been good. I don't think we've done it slipped once.
No, I don't think we have. But everybody just wants to talk all this smack on people like, oh, yeah, no Switch Pro, no Switch Pro. But, dude, if you really actually think that Nintendo is not going to upgrade this stuff at some point, like, you're very naive. They have to. Like, they don't have a choice. Maybe they don't want to. Clearly, we can see with their hardware now, they don't want to. But comes a point where they have to. They have to.
Yeah.
To be involved in the gaming space, they have to keep up. Even if they're just barely there, they've got to keep up a little bit. Whether they lose third-party support or not, that's a whole nother thing. Again, said it in the video today, it's not our problem. If Nintendo's gonna make the same mistakes over and over and over again, that's not our problem. I like their games. I like their hardware. I'm still going to buy their hardware to play their games. But, like, if I don't get third-party games on the Switch, yeah, it sucks. I'd like to be able to play them all in one place. But, I mean, I have Game Pass.
Yeah. I have a little bit of rant, okay? So, not again. This podcast is the first time we're going to talk about this. We're kind of in, a lot of us in the chat and listening audience, you and I, we're kind of in a little bit of our own little bubble where we're like Switch enthusiasts, okay? Not everyone is a Switch enthusiast. Some people just like Nintendo and buy the latest console and play Nintendo games. We're a little bit different, okay? We have a different viewpoint on this. I watched a video of a tech YouTuber who I enjoy. I won't name his name. I do very much enjoy his content, but I'm going to rip him a little bit because he's a tech YouTuber, never talks about the Switch. But he released a video the other day, actually yesterday, about the Switch. And again, I really respect his tech opinions. I respect his tech opinions.
I bet I know who it is, and I didn't see that video. If I do know who it is, but I want to go watch it.
I don't think you know who I'm talking about, unless you are subscribed to him. It's not someone I've talked to you about. But
okay.
So I enjoy his videos. But he released a Switch video, and he looked at it from a different point of view. He looked at it from someone who knows about tech, but also just like a normal guy. But he also is a very smart businessman, and his point of view was like, Nintendo doesn't need to. It's kind of like my Mario Kart 9 point. Nintendo doesn't need to release one. They're flying high right now, and like they can. His point was they're too high.
Worst take ever.
Let me just continue. They're flying. They're flying. They're flying high, and they have to wait to they'd be dumb to do it before that starts to dip, and then once it starts to dip, then they should do that. But here's you think that's dumb. That's a smart listen. That's a smart business plan. That's how business works. Let me just finish.
Is that smart?
Let me just finish. You loose cannon. You are.
Go ahead. Go ahead. I'm holding back here. Go.
Please hold back.
Mute.
I'll give you the floor after this. So that's number 1. You're mute. Okay.
I did it on purpose.
Okay. That's number 1, okay? I mean, whether it's okay, that's an opinion. Whether it's smart or not, whatever, who cares? The next point he made, which this is what made me rage. Nintendo doesn't have to release better hardware. It's also, not only did they not have to release better hardware, but it would be his opinion, would be too hard to release new hardware. He's like, look at the Switch as it is. It's hard, like, I can't even like repeat what he said. It doesn't make any sense to me, but I'm gonna try to repeat what he said from the top of my head. It'd be too hard to do such a thing. 4K on a device that size, at
That's the stupidest thing I've ever
isn't
heard.
it though? Let me just finish because I gotta get this out. It'd be too hard to get 4K out of that device, even with stuff like DLSS. He said because that's one. He says DLSS is one thing. Having native 4K is another, which I agree with. It is that's two
Oh
different
yeah,
things.
but that's
Two
fine.
different
I don't want
things.
native 4K.
Hold
I
on.
don't give a shit about
Hold
native
on.
4K.
But his point was that Nintendo, it's too soon for them to do that. They should wait till it dips the numbers for the sales, and it'd be too hard because it's already good enough. It's good enough, and it would be too hard to get that stuff in there without overheating. He didn't. That's not. I'm not quoting him exactly here, but that is what he said. That it would be too hard to make the Switch what we want it to be because it's hard. He said the Xbox and PlayStation 5 already struggle with 4K as it is. So can you imagine 4K on the Switch? Drip, take the floor. Rip them apart, please.
That is okay. First of all, the whole thing about they don't need to do it right now. Like, why would they do it now? Like, let's talk about that for a second from a business perspective. I agree. I guess that's his whoever this guy is. That's his opinion. That's fine. That is not the way I would like to run my business. If I have a business that is going this way, and I have an opportunity to make it go this way, why would I not take that opportunity? Why am I going to wait till it comes back down and then like, okay, it's going down. Let's do this other thing and then we'll take it back up to where it was. Don't you just want to go? Like, let's do this. Like, take it to the next level. Why sit stagnant? That makes no sense. That's just like with like what I'm doing right now with my channel. I've been sitting stagnant doing the same video forever. But today, I changed that. And it seems to be well received. I think going forward, I think that's actually going to make my numbers go up because I've changed something. I've made something better. I've taken more time to give people something better. And that's what they should do. That's what I mean. Honestly, that's not what every business does, but that's what you should do as a business owner is try to you want your people to be happy. Like, you don't want them to be content. Like, yeah, that's fine. That's good. You want them to be happy. Talk about you good. Like, what are we doing right now? We're looking at Nintendo right now. Like, dude, really? Like, this is what you're doing? Yeah, sales are good, but like, look at what everybody's saying. And you're right. It's not the general fan base. We're in our own bubble. You're right. In the YouTube, Discord bubble of people who talk about this stuff nonstop. So it is a different place. But at the same time, it's like we're the people who are talking about your product the most, and we're the ones sitting here dogging you. Like, don't you want us to talk good about you? Like, don't you want us to praise you and tell all the other people who watch us like how good you're doing, not how bad you're doing, not how little you're doing? Wouldn't you want that to be the perception of your business? I don't know. I mean, okay, that's that part of that. Now, the other part, and this is like, wow, whoever this guy is clearly knows nothing about mobile technology or the Switch, because saying that it's too hard to upgrade the Switch as it is right now is absolute bullshit and clearly someone who does not know what they're talking about. This is 2015 technology that could easily be upgraded. Absolutely easily be upgraded. Let me tell you something right now. I was streaming Forza Horizon 4 on my cell phone, streaming it on my cell phone. Okay? I wasn't playing it natively. Big difference there. That's fine. But I can tell you this right now. The way it looked while I was sitting right here, streaming it on my cell phone, this would not be able to look the way that looked. This screen, 10 times what that screen is. Probably 10 times what this new OLED screen is going to be. Fair?
Yep.
Okay. Not even that, not even just the screen. That's just the Wi-Fi we're talking about. This phone right here could put this thing in the dirt. And this isn't even a brand new phone. This is an 11 Pro. Like,
Yeah.
what are we on now? 13, 19?
Well, 12, but we're getting close to
Okay,
13.
13's coming. Whatever. This thing could put that to shame. Absolutely no problem. Now, the argument is, well, that costs $1,000. This costs $300. None of that matters. None of that matters because this has a ton of stuff in it that doesn't even need. So you could take the parts out of something like this, put it into something like that. Maybe a little bit more expensive. Maybe.
Yes. No, not maybe. Nintendo just confirmed it. It will be more expensive. We're gonna pay at least $449 for a Switch Pro.
You're telling me that you think this OLED screen and these little BS updates are worth $50? You think that's a justifiable price for what we're getting?
No, I'm saying that when we get a Switch Pro, it's going to be $499 because they just released only OLED update, and that's $50.
I think it'll be four. I think it'll be $450 now.
Yeah, $449. Yeah, we're the same.
Yeah, it'll be Okay, I thought you said $499.
No.
Yeah, $449. I think you're right. I think you're probably right. I'd go with that. It's
at least.
That's crazy that somebody would say that the Switches can't be up. That's absolutely crazy.
He's a smart tech YouTuber. He's a tech YouTuber. He does phones. He's done it for a long time. He does other stuff. The fact that he said that blew my mind. I was yelling at Abby of my frustration, not at her, yelling to her about my frustration while watching this video yesterday after I got home from work. I'm like, are you kidding me? Like,
well, I can tell you this.
Listen, I was waiting for him to make the point that it was too expensive. Because if he would have went that route, I would have disagreed but could have understood. He didn't. He never said that it would have been too expensive.
Yeah, I disagree.
He just said it would be too hard. He said the Switch, he said the Xbox and the PlayStation already struggle with 4K as it stands. So how can you expect a tablet this size to have those results? That blew my freaking mind.
It's called synthetic 4K. It's DLSS, dude. It's here.
Look, for people who want 4K Switches who want native 4K, you're an idiot. Because you're not going to get that at a reasonable price. You're not. It's all about the reasonable price. Because of maybe you pay $700, but most people are not, and Nintendo knows that. I can't.
I mean, they're moving their prices with the market, is what they're doing. But there's still a problem. There's still a problem because we do have the Xbox Series X at. It's 500, right?
Those look like
PlayStation.
Let me tell you right now, with the
PlayStation 5 is 500, but wait, there's a big problem. There's a big problem, and this is where I'm like, oh, Nintendo, like you got to do something. You look at those at $500, and you're like, 500, 300 for a Switch. Oh, okay, but then there's the dark horse, the Xbox Series S. At $299,
dude,
which also does like 1440p and is a powerhouse. It's well beyond what the Switch is doing. For now, $50 cheaper.
Twice the resolution, basically. Like most Switch games are gonna run at 720p. Most of them, especially third parties, even undocked, it's gonna run right around 720p. This thing's gonna run 1440p at $50 less. Now it's not handheld. Yes, it's not
Holy
handheld.
Crap. I just saw this in the chat. This is very important. I want to say this. Cassie says, why can Genshin run on mobile and not on Switch? That is the point to drive this all home right there.
Who was that?
Cassie said that.
Cassie?
Now listen, and she's 100% right about this, and this is been said. The developers have been asked why it wasn't on Switch for a while, and they said they're waiting for a hardware upgrade. They're waiting for a hardware upgrade, but it's on mobile. It's a mobile game, but they don't want to put it on Switch because they're waiting for a hardware upgrade. So right there, anybody who says anything about mobile technology and not being there, they're just wrong. They're just wrong.
Let me Google search something real quick. You keep talking. I need to make a point, and you keep talking.
That's it. That proves the point right there. That is exactly what I'm talking about, and I'm really glad that was brought up because that's it right there. Like what other evidence do you need that the Switch is so far? Anybody who says the Switch isn't far behind is just they don't know what's inside the Switch. Then I mean, there's rumors that Nvidia was going to stop making the chip that's in the Switch. Now, whether that's true or not is a whole different story. You know, there's rumors everywhere about all that stuff. So who knows?
I have
But
pulled. Sorry.
I mean, that's all I got. What are you looking up?
So I'm a Google Pixel user. Go Team Pixel.
What a nerd.
What a nerd.
Nerd.
What a nerd. No, and listen, I like iPhones too. But here we go. Google Pixel. It's $349. The Pixel 4a. Pixel 4a. I believe that's last year's model.
But this is what I was going into before you actually interrupted me to do this. There are lower end budget phones that cost around $350 that do way more, that have way more in them.
This thing has a 5.8-inch full HD. That means 1080p OLED display. Big battery for the big-ish battery. 4G capability. A 12 megapixel camera, a very powerful Snapdragon Qualcomm processor, and Netflix and other stuff that's on
we don't
Android.
Gotta go into that. We're not even doing that right now.
This is last year. This is a phone from either 2019 or 2020. I can't remember exactly. $349.
Yeah.
And it can fit in your
OLED
pocket.
Switch.
It doesn't come with Joy-Cons. Slapping your face right now.
Yeah, well, okay. Well, it comes with 3 cameras.
Well, no, one. It's one. This one has 1 camera, or 2. One or 2.
At least 3 right
there.
No,
one's a flash. One's a flash. I'm telling you, one's a flash.
Four little modules right there.
One's a microphone. One's a microphone.
Okay, there's another one on the front.
Okay, I'm sorry. You're right. I ignored the front-facing camera. You're right.
Yes. So it's got cameras all over it. The technology inside of those is not cheap, especially at that size.
It's not possible. You know what? I mean, I don't have that phone. I have the bigger brother, the 4XL, and it's not the A model. It's the normal one. It's slightly better processor. I can run. I think Breath of the Wild, if it was optimized for Android, would run 1080p, 60 FPS, easy.
That's what I'm saying. Like anybody who's gonna sit here and tell me, like, we beat this dead horse, but like,
did we though? I don't think we beat it enough because I think some people need to hear it. If that's a guy who with the platform saying that kind of crap, who knows tech,
I don't know. Again, I'm buying it.
And breaking news. Geeb's buying it. I'm doing it. I've decided.
Why not?
As much as crap as we talked right now about this thing.
Listen, I like the damn Switch. Like, I love the Switch. It's literally the Switch is my favorite console ever.
It's fantastic.
And it's not even close. It's not even close.
I have the V1 model. I've used the V1 model, and I love it. I love it so much.
And dude, for you, going from a V1
to
this?
Yeah.
Dude, yes.
Yeah.
I've had so many comments like, I have a V1. Should I get this new one?
Yes.
I'm like, absolutely. There's no question.
And Abby and I share it. And especially like when I'm streaming, she can't play. We have a Switch Lite, but it'd be nice if you could play on the TV. And
that's what I'm saying. And I've got like, God, dude, I'm done with all this buying 100 Switches. Like, I like having the ones that I have. Like, I'm not getting rid of these, but like this yellow Switch Lite, I don't need it. These are special edition ones, like the Animal Crossing one, the Monster Hunter one. I'm never going to get rid of these. I like these.
Right.
But like, when I get my new one, these will be probably wiped, charged up really nice, and put on my shelf. And I'll probably take them off my shelf to make sure they're charged up really nice, like every 6 months, just to keep that battery real nice. Other than that, I'm not doing this multiple Switch thing, man. I'm done. Like, it's too much trouble. I don't know why I've been doing it so long. Once I get this OLED version, that will be my Switch. I'm going to buy that. I'm biting the bullet. I'm going to buy that 1 terabyte card.
Just sell a couple the Switch Lites you don't want. Just sell those.
Well, I have the yellow Switch Lite I can sell. I mean, I don't know, man. I've probably got some other stuff to offset the price a little bit.
Yeah.
But I
I,
mean,
I love my Switch Lite too much to sell. I just have the normal gray. I hate the gray
well, let's
one.
think. I have another one. I've got the Pokemon one down at the studio.
Yeah.
Sitting on the shelf.
I have
need the yellow
I have
one.
I have the gray one. I don't care for the color, but the buttons I had. This is what I was gonna get to early on. I was gonna say that if it comes out if we get a 6-inch OLED on the Switch Lite, then that would be the one I would buy 100%.
Yeah.
First off, I'm not waiting. I'm not waiting for
No.
that. Number
Let
two.
me ask you how possible you think that actually is, because I think it's very, very possible we get it pretty soon. Honestly.
No idea. I have no idea. I'm not gonna pretend like
Not
I
even
know.
going.
Not gonna pretend like I know.
think,
I don't
honestly,
know. I'm not gonna pretend.
And I just want to just point something out. I don't want to gloat, but do you remember last week when I said we're getting an announcement in July for sure? We are going to see this thing in July. I said that last week on the podcast. I don't know if you remember that or not, but
well, guys, that's gonna wrap up today's podcast. If you want to check out the live stream of this, you can head over to youtube.com/dripmediagaming.
All right. Seriously though, I did say that.
You did, dude.
Wanna...
You did. You pulled a Mario Golf on us, and you called it again. You did.
Felt right, man. Just felt right.
You were 100% right.
Yeah. Yeah. Except for the fact that it's got nothing in it. I don't know, man. It is what it is. But yeah, I've said what I want to say about this, man. I'm done.
Look. We could go another. We could go another. I
know. We could go forever.
I could go 2 hours.
Go forever.
I enjoyed talking about.
I'm sure these people are here waiting right now to see who's going to win these Sanrio cards. So. I'd like to get them entered. That'll be fun.
Yeah.
That'd be really fun. I need to get them out of here because I have my own. I got one set out. I don't know how I ended up with 3 sets of these cards. I have no idea how I did that.
I don't know how you did that.
I've been sitting on this one for a while. This set, unopened, crispy. Look at that. Crispy.
Beautiful.
Okay. Take us out. I'm done.
Well, guys, that's going to wrap up today's podcast. For those of you in the stream, we're not done. Stick around and we're going to get you guys in your questions and your super chats in just a second. For those of you listening, the audio listeners, thank you for listening. We're going to go ahead and wrap up this podcast. Do not forget to follow the Drip and Geeb YouTube channel for the video format of this podcast that will be released. Who knows, whenever Drip decides to upload it.
It's going up tonight. Actually, I forgot. Look, busy week, man. Busy week.
I would throw some shit at you. Oh, oops.
The whole time. I know. I think I said it once too. It's fine.
Okay.
It's actually uploaded, so all we have to do is just put it live. I'll do that after this.
You can check out Uncle Geeb on Twitch at twitch.tv/Uncle Geeb. Good times over there. You can follow Drip Media Gaming at youtube.com/Drip Media Gaming for his live streams. And also you can check out twitch.tv/Drip Media for his Twitch streams, which he's been doing a lot more recently. And go check it out. It's a lot of fun over there. And again, his YouTube channel, he's dropping banger videos every week over there for sure.
God, don't say that. I am not dropping videos every day. That's wild.
And again,
never do that.
Patrons and YouTube supporters, appreciate you guys so much. You guys make the world go round. Fat Bottom Girls make the world go round. You guys are awesome. Appreciate you guys. Thank you guys for listening. We will see you guys next week.
Okay. And the audio.
Yep. And
so we can do that now and not forget. No. Cancel. Oh my God.
Did you just try to delete a whole audio? Oh,
yeah,
we talked so long about that Switch. I thought we were gonna have a short podcast.
No, we talked about that Switch for a long time.
I'm exporting right now. Oh, there's a stream. Hi, stream. Man. Oh my God.
How you guys doing in the chat? What's up? You guys ready to win some Animal Crossing stuff?
Yeah. Animal Crossing. Abby, hopefully you're in the chat because Abby wants to win. She wants to win. So Abby, hopefully you're listening. And also, this is episode 8, right? Am I going crazy or this is actually episode 8? Because I said that at the beginning. Okay, good.
Drip 8. And save to desktop because I don't use folders.
Beautiful song.
Done. All right. For those of you guys trying to win this thing, we're going to do this right now. We are going to. Now, listen, here's the thing. I do not want you to give me the answer of the question. You need to understand this. Do not put the answer of the question in the chat because you're going to give it to everyone else. If you know the answer to my question, all I want you to do is type in the chat me.
Me. M-E.
I have a way we are going to choose. Geeb, stop looking at the chat, by the way.
Oh, okay.
Just take the chat completely away.
I can't see the chat on OBS.
You're my number picker, so you can't see. You can't see this.
Closed.
Okay. Do not put the answer of this question in the chat. One more time. All I want you to do is type me if you know the answer and you would like a chance to answer the question. Okay?
Me. M is in Mary. E is in Ernie.
Do not put the question or the answer in the chat. Again, I cannot be more clear about this.
You can. I mean,
the question is how many Skyward Sword characters did Geeb guess correct?
Don't answer. Me.
Do not answer. If you know the answer, say me in the chat. You will have an opportunity to tell me the answer if your number is picked.
You know what, Drip, if you're okay with it, they can also put a hands up, like with their
no,
emote.
It's me.
Okay.
They're coming in.
Me.
Don't confuse things. It's just me. I'm going to let this go just for another couple seconds here because I know there's some delay.
Give it like 30 seconds just because you get all that.
There's another one coming in. I'll give it a second.
Yeah, that was a banger podcast episode, if I may say so.
Dude,
that was fun.
Best beer for sure. This stuff is absolutely insane. Absolutely insane, dude. And there is tons of glitter. Once it all settled to the bottom, when I got to the bottom, the last couple drinks were like just nasty, like crunching? Curdled with oh, dude, it was so much.
Gotta drink it faster.
All right, we haven't had a new me in a second. So hang on. Don't look at anything.
I'm not, I promise. Oh, man.
I need you to pick a random number between 1 and 12.
6.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. Short round, 619. This is your opportunity to answer the question. You may type it in the chat. If you are right, you win this. If you are wrong, we'll pick somebody else. How many questions did Geeb get right during our game of the podcast?
Did you say the name of this person already?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't recognize that name. Is that someone new?
It's someone that's not normally here.
Thank you so much for hopping in. Really appreciate it.
They say 6. They're the winner. They are the winner. 6 is the right answer. You are the winner. If you're not in the Discord, get in the Discord.
All right, please.
That's the easiest place. If not, you need to get a hold of me on some social media, Instagram, Twitter, whatever is the best for you. Short round 619. You are the winner.
You know what?
You win.
I love all the listeners and viewers of streams and whatnot. I also love the people who we know and all these people we know and love and talk to on a daily basis. I'm thrilled that I pick someone who doesn't normally come. That makes me really, really happy. So hopefully,
right there's a link to the Discord.
Hopefully you come
if you
back.
want to hop in there, that's probably the fastest way. Instagram is probably the other fastest way.
It's also the most fun way because you get to hang out with us and chat with us.
Yeah, we're gonna be in there after this.
Yeah.
You could come chat with us right after this. If
you could
want to.
Voice chat. Hello, how you doing?
Yeah. Well, that's awesome. We got a winner. We got a winner, and I get these things off my desk. They've literally been sitting right here forever.
You send me some pictures every now and again, and I notice that they're there. So you truly they've been sitting there.
They've literally been right here forever. I pick them up, and I'm like, oh, a little dusty. Put them back.
If you want some of Drip's skin cells to clone, win this contest.
Whoa! Okay. All right, guys, listen. We're going to end this one. We're going to go hop over into the live room in the Discord, the voice chat. If you want to hang out in there with us for a little bit, I'm probably not going to stay too late tonight. So if you want to get in and talk with us, right now is the time. We really appreciate you guys all being here. We appreciate everything. You guys are awesome.
Yep.
You really are. You know, without you guys, we would not be able to do any of this stuff. We do really appreciate it. So that's going to do it for us tonight. We'll see you guys in the Discord. I'll have last week's podcast up very soon if you guys want to watch that back. This one, I promise, will be up tomorrow. I'm going to start exporting it literally right now. As soon as it's ready to be exported, I'm going to do it now. But again, thank you guys so much. Really appreciate you. We'll see you guys in the Discord chat right now. Later.